Hello, hello, welcome back, Converge. I'm here with Pastor Bernard. Pastor Bernard, welcome.
Thank you.
We are here, we are back with Converge Together. Pastor Bernard, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you get to steward within Converge.
I am Pastor Bernard Emerson. I am the proud regional president for Converge PacWest. We're so proud, and we're from California. We even got our own gang sign.
I love that. Pastor Bernard, tell me a little bit about who invested in you as a young ministry leader and how that impacted you and kind of your trajectory.
Yeah, well, I'm here because somebody saw leadership in me and called it out. And the most recent story is my predecessor, David Yetter. David Yetter saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So when he told me, I really thought he liked hanging out with me because we were spending more time together.
Yeah.
When he told me what his plan was, and he said, I want you to take my job when I'm gone. And I got scared. I'm just like, whoa, David, I thought you liked hanging out with me, first of all, but you want me to take your job? David, I can't do your job. And he said, yes, you can. And he told me, he said, Bernard, you know who I'm known as? And I'm just like, no. He's like, I'm known as the regional president that's over the district that Bernard Emerson is in. So you can do my job. You were called for this.
You're ready, you're ready.
Yeah.
I love that. So what's something that you've learned, one lesson you've learned about how to develop young leaders in ministry?
One lesson I learned is how to develop young leaders in ministry is invitation. Young leaders need to know that they're invited and they're called up. Just like David invited me, I try to invite other young leaders.
Doesn't that make a big difference when somebody says, come do this, or you're gonna try this, I'm right here with you. You find something in yourself you didn't know was there.
Yeah, like I said, he believed in me so that I started thinking, hey, well, maybe I can do his job. But he gave me that belief, and he gave me that invitation.
So how can churches create cultures where young leaders can thrive and learn? Because it's kind of messy.
It is. So I would say again, invitation. Invite young leaders up. Invite young leaders into your space. And invite young leaders. Just a culture of invitation creates a healthy culture for churches developing young leaders.
I love that. You also are networked. You love people, you told me.
I do.
Why do pastors need other pastors in their area?
Well, in my church tradition, the Black church tradition, every pastor has a pastor. And every pastor should have a pastor to talk through those hard times, to talk with in those times you want to give up. Your pastor has a way of encouraging you that nobody else can, because your pastor knows you like nobody else does.
That's right, you're still a sheep even though you're a shepherd.
Yes, yes.
That's so true. What would you say to our Converge global workers, our pastors, our ministry leaders here? How would you encourage them to keep on keeping on?
I would say that we are better together. We truly are better together. And better together has to be more than just a slogan. It has to be the way we operate, a system.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes we think, oh, I know a few people, so how could somebody right now, this weekend, get to know new pastors, new ministry leaders, and network?
Well, for starters, everybody that wants to plant a church could plant a church in Northern California with Converge PacWest. But other than that, Converge is a family. It's a real family. And I appreciate my Converge family. And in Converge, I can't say that I know one pastor or one church planter that says, I feel like I'm in this alone. So anybody that wants to be connected, that needs to be connected, I would say, meet somebody here and become part of this family.
I love that too. And young leaders can ask questions of the older generation who's been there. They've got wisdom on how to navigate that. What would you say to young leaders to ask questions?
Don't be afraid to ask questions. Whatever's on your heart, find somebody you can trust and ask. You have to ask, and you have to be invited.
I love it. Thank you so much, Pastor Bernard. Thank you so much, Converge.